Hi, good evening, everyone. My name is Michaeli Jonas, and I'm with the University of the Incarnate Word in San Antonio, Texas. Here on the chat box, I have a few resources available to you, including our brochure, YouTube channel, and our website. My presentation today will be about 45 minutes, including a question and answer session at the end. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to start with a brief video from UIW so you can see our campus. If it's not working for you, I do have the link to it in the chat box. Okay, so thank you again for joining us today. I'm here to talk about the University of the Incarnate Word. So we are located in San Antonio, Texas. We were founded in 1881, so we've been around a while. It is a private university with about 8,600 students, so that classifies us as a medium-sized institution. We do offer 90 different academic programs and a student-to-teacher ratio of 11:1. So your average class size is going to be about 25 students, and in your later years, it'll be even smaller than that. So we do this so you get to know your peers and your professors very well. So it's a very hands-on approach to education. We do have students from 80 different countries. So it is very diverse, and we are NCAA Division I for athletics. In case you're not sure where Texas is, here we are on the map, so it's far south. So San Antonio is a really great city. It's the 7th largest city in the United States. So you have the benefit of having that smaller, strong community feel on campus, while all the resources of a large city. So our campus is about 5 to 10 minutes from downtown. So you're very centrally located near all of the big famous sites of San Antonio, like the Alamo, the Riverwalk. And fun fact, we are home to the only UNESCO World Heritage Site in Texas. So we do have a lot of history here, a lot of diversity. Our main industries would be business, computer science, healthcare, manufacturing. We have been voted the second to Wall Street in providing prestigious financial jobs by Forbes. We're also a top 10 city for tech jobs. So computer science, computer information systems, cybersecurity is really big here as well. We've also received special designation from Travel and Leisure as well as National Geographic for being a top place to travel. If you give me just a second here, I'm going to turn off my volume so I don't get that. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. Okay, so we do have a lot of different academic programs within the university. Here are all of the different schools that we have that make up the university. And these are all of our undergraduate programs. So we have a lot of different programs to offer. And a lot of times when you start university, you might not know what you want to study yet. And that's totally fine. So the good thing about having so many programs is that you can start taking some classes and decide later. It makes it easy if you're kind of thinking business and then you want to go, no, I want to go engineering. We have both of those programs. So if you decide business is not for you, it makes it easy to switch over to a different program. So some of our most popular programs would be business. That would be our most popular program, especially for our international students, because we have a lot of different concentrations within that. So you have marketing, you have international business, general business, management, finance. So a lot of ways to really customize your program. Our second most popular program would be computer information systems. You also have several concentrations within that as well, so you can really focus on what you're most interested in. Other big programs that I'd like to note here would be 3D animation and game design, as well as graphic design, all kinds of design, also communication arts, engineering, psychology, and then a lot of the pre-health, pre-medical fields as well. So there's a list of our undergraduates. I know it's kind of a long list, so if you have a specific program in mind, I can answer any questions at the end. So these are our graduate programs. We offer master's degrees in education with several concentrations, adult education, kinesiology, student services. We also offer a master's degree in communication arts, nutrition, and accounting. We also have the MBA program, which is really great if you're interested in business. We also have several concentrations within that as well. We offer a doctoral degree in education, so a PhD in education. And then our professional programs would be optometry, pharmacy, and physical therapy. So what makes UIW different from other universities? I'd say definitely our small class sizes. That's what we're really going to do to ensure our students' success. It's going to be more engaging. You're going to know your professors better, and they can help you track your progress. So they're really going to get to know you within the 4 years or 2 years at the university. So they can recommend you for job opportunities they know about, for research opportunities, and they're going to be able to write you really good letters of recommendation because they're going to know you so well. You'll also have a personal academic advisor. This is important because you'll have somebody to help you along your degree plan and decide which classes you do need to take and which ones you do not. We also really focus on that career and professional development aspect. So we have a free career services center for our students, and they provide a variety of different services, such as job fairs. So job fairs and networking events, those happen every semester. So as early as your first year, you can start meeting and networking with employers in and around the San Antonio area. So that's a really great opportunity for you. We do have a specific fair for business students. as well as STEM students. So science, technology, engineering, math. Those happen every semester, and that'll be like specific to your field. Other type things they offer are professional development resources and workshops. So an example of a workshop would be how to dress professionally, how to write a resume, how to write a cover letter, how to have proper business etiquette when you're attending a formal meal. So we really like to prepare you so you know and you are comfortable with a professional setting. We also have resume review. I know resumes in the US might be a little different, so they can help you review your resume and make sure it's like streamlined so you know what you do and don't need to include. They can also help you with mock interviews. So this is just a trial run, a practice interview, so you can feel more comfortable answering questions in an interview setting. Many of our programs do have internship opportunities. So with this, you can do an internship your final year, and you can earn course credit for it. So that's a great way to get work experience while you're still studying. So again, the small class sizes really emphasize a hands-on approach to your education. So we like to give you experience in your fields so that you can start building your resume while you're still a student, and so you can be a strong candidate when you start applying to jobs. So a few options I'd like to mention here. For our business students, we have a business plan competition. And this is where students who have an idea for a business they'd like to start can pitch their idea and potentially start earning money for that business. We also have a student managed fund where our finance and economics students invest using real money. They handle a portfolio of $100,000 and they work on growing that portfolio. We also have a fashion show that our students conduct every year, as well as a TV station, radio station, and newspaper. And those are entirely student run. So you can get firsthand experience on a TV station, radio station. So next, I'd like to talk a little bit about the university experience. So at UIW, we have over 100 different student organizations, and I'll go into a little more detail about that in a moment. We also offer 150 different multicultural events every year. So this includes Lunar New Year. We have the International Food Festival, International Education Week. So you're getting to meet students from the US, but from all around the world, and be able to share in those traditions and cultures. We do have a great student ambassadors program. So you'll be paired with a student mentor who has been on campus for at least a year. And that way you already have a friend before you even arrive that can show you around, help make sure you have everything you need, help you move into your dorm room. And that way, you're never alone in the process. You'll already have a friend who's also a student on campus. We will pick you up from the airport and bring you to campus, so you'll have a friendly face to greet you as soon as you arrive. And we do have a really awesome international orientation program. So international orientation is a week long. A few days, few mornings really, is some information sessions available to you, just about campus resources, how to adapt to your new environment, cultural adjustment, those kinds of things that you might need in case you're coming to the United States for the first time. The rest of the week is just fun events for you to get to know the community and other students. So we'll give you a free city tour. So as soon as you arrive, you're going to see all of the famous sites of San Antonio, and that way you're more comfortable with your city. You're getting to know the city before your classes even start. So that's a great option. The rest of the week is just other fun events like student mixers, movie night, game night. So you're going to know the city and you're going to have friends and you're going to feel comfortable before your classes start. We do also offer cultural excursions throughout the year, and these are free for our students. So in the spring, we typically have a hiking trip We usually go to the rodeo, we go to professional sporting events, we take a trip to Austin, to the Texas Capitol. So you're getting to see more of the state and more of the culture. So unfortunately, this fall has been a little bit different because of COVID-19. So some of these options we've not been able to offer in person, and our orientation has been online for fall, and it will be online for spring as well. But we are transitioning back to campus, and more of our classes are being offered in person now. And we have extended our capacity for events, so we're starting to offer events again. So hopefully by the time you arrive to campus, we hope that all of this will be cleared up and we can start offering all of these fun things again. So unfortunately, COVID's kind of negatively impacted our in-person offerings, but we have, adapted as well as possible to that and making sure you still get that great experience. And again, hopefully by the time you apply and arrive on campus, it'll be over so we can, move on from this. So next, I'd just like to mention that we do have club and intramural sports in addition to our team sports. So if you're interested in participating at a competitive level, a semi-competitive level, or just a recreational level, we have options for you. We also have 10 different on-campus residence halls that are open to both our undergraduate and graduate students. They are not required. So some universities will have you live in the residence halls for at least your first year. We do not require that. However, we do recommend living in the dorms for your first year, just so you get to know the campus a little better. You're still getting used to the area, finding your way around. So living on campus your first year can be a good option, because then you're also really close to your classes, to food, and you're going to be on campus in the heart of the action all the time. So it's a good way to get involved your first year. Okay, as promised, I'd like to talk a little more about student organizations. And this can be applied to any university that you go to. So student organizations are really important. They have a lot of benefits to them. You can meet new friends and try new things, which is, part of the reason that you're coming to the United States, to experience new things and, have new experiences. So that's one great benefit of student organizations. What some people don't realize, you can also use student organizations to really build your resume. So student organizations is something that you can include on your professional resume, especially if you have some sort of officer role or leadership role within that organization, or if you do, some sort of community service through that. Those will be good things that you can include on your resume for employers. Some of these clubs also let you develop your skills. So if you join a club that relates to your fields, you can get additional experience that way. Also, it's great because you get to share your culture with other students who, may not have visited your country before, may not know much about it. So while you're learning about American culture coming over here, you're going to teach us about your culture as well, which is a really, really beautiful thing. So there are different types of student organizations. The first type would be academic organizations. So these are clubs and programs that you can join that would be related to your academic interest. So for example, biology club, marketing society, entrepreneurs organization, business club, the campus radio station, fashion society. So something that you'd like to expand your knowledge on, or just get additional experience in whatever you're studying, or just to meet other students that have similar interests. These could be a good option for you. There's also something called an honors program, which is for students that are high achieving academically, and that's a really good thing you can put on your resume as well. There are also professional organizations. So one example of these would be honor societies. So honor societies can be just general, or they can be field specific, like for psychology or business. And these are for students who reach a certain GPA, usually 3.2, 3.5, depending on the program. And you're invited to this society where you can put this on your resume. You have a lot of networking opportunities. You'll have an induction and a ceremony. So that's a good option as well. Those typically aren't available to you until your later years of study. Other examples would be professional organizations such as the American Institute of Graphic Arts, American Medical Association, National Optometric Association. So these are professional organizations that have a national and sometimes international base that you can gain through the university. There are also athletic organizations. So if you just want to go out, meet some people, join a co-ed volleyball team or basketball, soccer, or something like that, that's a good way to, just get some recreational activity in and meet other students. There are also social organizations. So examples of these would be student government. If you would really like to help students address any issues you're seeing on campus, if you'd like to represent the student body at a student government level, that would be great. There's also clubs like international student clubs. So whatever university you attend, I do highly recommend looking into that so you can meet other international students that are going through the same experience you are. There's also Greek life, peer mentor programs, things like Asian Culture Club, Interfaith Club. So lots of different options there as well. So wherever you end up for university, I do highly recommend getting involved in student organizations, not to overwhelm yourself, but to, open you up to new opportunities and start building that resume. Okay, so next I'd like to talk a little bit about the benefits of applying to UIW. So you can apply online within about 15 minutes. It's a very easy application process. And this can be done either on our website or the Common App, whatever you prefer. Either one's fine with us. Once you submit the online application, we'll just need a couple additional documents, which I'll talk about in a moment. But another benefit of applying is that there's no application fee. And also we have rolling admission, which means there are no deadlines that you have to follow. And as soon as you submit your complete application, you should receive your acceptance letter within about a week. And that's for undergraduate students. For graduate students, it can be about 2 to 5 weeks. But we try to get as quick as turnaround time as possible so you're not waiting months and months to hear back from the university. So that's a great option. You will receive your scholarship offer with your acceptance letter as well. So that's great. It's not a separate process. You can get your acceptance and your scholarship just from the same application. We also provide guided admission support for you. So if you ever need any help, if you have any questions, we're more than willing to assist you throughout the process. Okay, requirements. So as I mentioned, after you submit the online application, it just has, your biographic information. We just need a few documents from you. So for undergraduates, we just need your high school transcripts. So a copy of your last 4 years of high school. We can accept these via email for admission purposes. And then proof of English proficiency. So that's really all we need for the undergraduate application. We do not require SAT or ACT. So that's good news. You don't have to worry about that. So just online application, high school transcript, proof of English. Graduate students, it's similar, but a little different. We need transcripts from your undergraduate degree, as well as proof of English proficiency. So those are the main things we need. Other requirements vary by the program. So if you are interested in a graduate program, just be sure to leave me a question in the question box and I can kind of let you know what they need. One fun fact though, if you are interested in the MBA program or the MS accounting program, you do not need the GRE or GMAT. So that's a great option. You won't have to worry about those exams. So what do I say? What do I mean when I say proof of English proficiency? So we'll accept all of the major English exams like TOEFL, IELTS, Cambridge. We're also now accepting Duolingo, which is a really great option. It's fairly cheap. You can take it at home. You can take it whenever you want. So that's a really good option if that's something that you're interested in. For undergraduates, we accept a score of 105, and for graduates, a level 110. There are other ways to provide proof of English proficiency that'll waive that test requirement. If you are a high school student that's doing either a US diploma program or an IB diploma program, you do not need to show proof of English proficiency. If you're a graduate student that received your bachelor's degree in the United States, you also do not need proof of English. So we do have scholarships available to you. We have a merit scholarship for our undergraduate students. So this, we will only be looking at your high school grades. So we'll take an average of your high school grades, your overall GPA, and you'll get between $5,000 and $20,000 a year. So this scholarship's renewable each year. And again, it's just based on your overall grades. So you will receive this scholarship offer with your acceptance letter. You don't need to do a separate application or anything like that. For graduate students, we do have a few diversity scholarships available, which would be 15% towards your tuition. For those, if you're interested, just contact me and I can help you with that. So this is what our website looks like. It's just uiw.edu/international admissions. So on our website, we have an inquiry button if you'd just like more information, as well as links to our social media and our application as well. So again, uiw.edu/international admissions. And here I'd like to provide you with my contact information. So please feel free to take a picture of this or save it on your phone. Be sure to get in contact with us. I do recommend that you follow us on social media because I like to post about events happening on campus, as well as student testimonials, program highlights, faculty highlights, so you can get a better perspective of what student life is like in the campus. I also have WhatsApp, so here's my WhatsApp number. If you do have any questions that you don't get answered later on, or you think of something, or you just want to say hello, please be sure to send me a message on WhatsApp. We can also schedule a call if you'd like. And then here is my email as well. So I'll leave this up on the screen for just another moment. And then I have another brief video to show you. And then after that, we'll move into the question and answer section. Okay, so here is my contact info. I'll put it up again in case you didn't get it. And I'm just going to pull up a brief video to finish off my presentation. And these are all available on our YouTube channel, which I left the link in the comment section. Okay, I hope that gave you a good inside look to life on campus. Really, the last thing I'd like to say is that we definitely have that strong community feel on campus and that very large sense of family and community. We do provide a lot of different student services to our international students. We have a lot of international students from a variety of different countries, so we're very well equipped to handle any issues you might have when moving to a foreign country. So I do definitely recommend looking into UIW. I would like to thank you all for your time, and I will go through the question section now. So if you do have any other questions, please be sure to leave them for me.
Makeri, there are many questions in the questions tab.
Got it. So, ask about master's program in psychology. Unfortunately, no, we just have psychology at the undergraduate level. Professional English course. Okay, so for our English program, so if you would like to come to the university, but you haven't met that English proficiency requirement yet, we do have a partner school in downtown San Antonio where you can take English classes until you meet that requirement and then transition into the university. I see you have centers in other countries like Germany. Yes. So we do have a campus in Germany and one in France, and those are UIW campuses. So you will be earning a UIW degree if you decide to study there. Those are more for short term, so you'd still be coming to the university, and then you can study a year, up to a year, 2 years at the campus in France or Germany or Mexico. We also have sister schools all around the world. So we have about 140 right now in a variety of different countries. So if you want to come to UIW, earn a UIW degree, but spend a semester in France or Mexico, Latin America, Asia, we do have options for that as well. You could do a summer, a semester, or for a year. And those are just exchange programs. Okay, so my next question was asked about accommodation on campus and if there are any accommodations near campus. Yes, so we have 10 options available on campus, and these options vary from single room, double room, and then, different formats, whatever works best for you. So if you want to have a roommate or you don't, there's options for that. We don't require you to live on campus, so many of our students do decide to live off campus, maybe, room with other students from their country, something like that. We are about 5 to 10 minutes from downtown. We're pretty much in downtown, so there are lots of options available around campus. We're also on a major bus route, so if you live, a little further and you don't want to walk to campus, we have that available to you as well, so it's very accessible. Next, I was asked about our engineering programs. Our engineering programs would be electrical, mechanical, and mechatronics. Do we have a representative in Turkey? Not currently, it's just me. So I handle, pretty much every country. So if you do have specific questions, be sure to reach out. We can always schedule a private call like this or on WhatsApp. Hopefully things will change soon and I can be in Turkey in person. So, that's the goal. We do have virtual undergraduate and graduate degree programs. So right now we are giving our students the option of doing either in-person courses completely online or a hybrid option, specifically because of COVID right now. But we do have some fully online options available as well. Do you need GMAT for a master's in accounting? No, you do not. So that's a great opportunity for any of you who are interested in either the MBA or MS accounting. You do not need GRE or GMAT. So it's a really great option, so you won't have to worry about those exams. For the MBA program, we do not require work experience. We would like you to submit either 1 or 2 letters of recommendation, but that's not required as well. If you would like to submit a letter of recommendation, that can be from a professor or a previous employer. So next, I'm getting a question about tuition per year. Yeah. So for our undergraduate programs, undergraduate specifically, our tuition is around $31,000 a year. And then our scholarships go up to $20,000 a year. So that does not include living expenses. That's just tuition. And then for our master's programs, our tuition is about $18,000 for the academic year. And if you would like that information, I have a full chart that I can send you. Just let me know and I'll put that through the chat box. Okay, have I been to Turkey before? No, unfortunately not. I would love to. It is definitely on my list. And I'm hoping that once the pandemic ends, I could start traveling again. I do all the international travel for UIW, so I have been many places, but unfortunately not Turkey yet, and it's high on my list. I'd like to visit many sites there. High on my list is, of course, Istanbul, but I'd really like to see Cappadocia and Göbekli Tepe as well. Those are high on my list. So hopefully I'll see you there soon. Most popular program, business for international students who would build a career in the US. Yeah, so our most popular program is business, especially with our international students, because we have a lot of concentrations within business. So you can really customize your program. So if you want to get a business degree but specialize in marketing, accounting, finance, general business, management, that's a really great way to do that. But we also have a lot of different opportunities for business students. One great thing, if any of you are interested in finance or economics, we are one of only 15% of business schools in the United States that have an on-campus finance lab. And this is for students to practice working with live stocks. So it's a really good resource for them. We have had students go on to work for KPMG, Ernst & Young, as well as Rackspace. So a lot of really good programs. Definitely business is very popular. Scholarship opportunities, I covered a little bit. So for undergraduates, it's just based on your high school GPA. For graduates, we do have a few limited scholarships available. For that, just contact me. Next really good question about how the coronavirus pandemic is affecting San Antonio. So right now, our cases are pretty low in San Antonio, which is great. They're doing a great job. We have had a staged reopening. So a few months ago, restaurants started reopening at a limited capacity, different entertainment venues. Pretty much right now, everything's open at a limited capacity with social distancing in place, meaning wearing the mask and staying 6 feet apart. So definitely still a lot of options open and available on campus, on our campus. For this fall, we are doing a hybrid form of classes. So some are in person, some whatever you're comfortable with. We are transitioning going back to the university because as of right now, I'm working remotely, but I'll be going back this week. And for our spring semester, we're going to be offering about 50-50. So half of our courses in person and half available online. So hopefully by next fall, it'll all be over. We do have Turkish faculty members. Yes, we do. We have some students from Turkey as well, undergraduate and graduate students. Nakati says that she's been to San Antonio and it's a lovely city. Yes, it is. It's great. Thanks for sharing that. Do we have any 2+2 dual undergraduate degree programs with Turkish universities? Let me check on that for you. They were working on a new agreement that should be a 2+2, but as of right now, I think we only have exchange programs. So where you can come for a semester for a year at UAW and then go back to your home university, or vice versa. So they are working on a 2+2 agreement that I can check on for you, but pretty much right now it's just strictly exchange. I think I answered most of your questions. I think I have like 1 minute left. So if you do have any questions, be sure to leave them in the chat box. If there's anything I did not cover, I'm going to share my contact information again. So be sure to message us.
Makeda, there's one last question in the questions box on the top.
Oh, okay. Can we attend the English school this January? Yeah, definitely. We are still accepting applications for both the English school and for UIW. Since it is getting to be November, I do recommend you kind of contact us quickly about that. But definitely, I can still help you. So just feel free to contact me and we can set up a time to chat.
Is it also possible to share your contact details in the chat box as well?
Yes, definitely. So let me leave this up for just a second if you'd like to take a picture, and then I will put it in the chat box as well. So WhatsApp, email, social media, whatever you prefer. And then again, if you'd like to set up a one-on-one Zoom session or WhatsApp call with me, feel free to do that as well. We can schedule something for you. So again, I just really like to thank you for spending your time this evening with me. I hope it was helpful and informational for you. And then be sure to keep in touch with me if you have any further questions. I'm putting my information in the chat box now.
Thank you. Thank you again, Makeda.
Right.
It was a great
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much for all the information you provided for the participants. I believe they will be contacting you for the further questions through your contact details. Thank you very much again. It was very nice to welcome you at the IEFT Talks webinars.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.